blesses everybody, and welcome again, those of you joining us now on GBN Television. It is so good to be in your company once more. I'm Janelle. You're probably wondering, where is JC this morning? You're going to get to see JC in a short. I'm on the inside holding down the fort for him. Once I'm here, folks, I always say something big is going down at the GBN. I think the last time I was here, we got to see Kirani run. What is happening today, you're wondering? Stick and stay, you're going to find out. Good morning to my neighbor across to my left. Graphics, good morning to you. Thanks for coming in early to make this special morning with me. So good to have you, folks. It is the 5th day of November 2021. Like I said, I know it's an exciting day for quite a lot of you. It's been the first time we get to be outside after 9 p.m. I think since August. Yes, it's a lot to be thankful for. We're here in the land of the living. I know a lot of you have lost a lot of loved ones. I heard people saying there is no Christmas this year, but there is still Christmas. 'Tis the season, which will be officially launching today, is going to help you bring back that Christmas spirit even while you miss your loved ones, folks. It is that time of year, and we're here to launch it off. I hope you're seeing the decorations behind me. Yes, we're ready to go. The team is on the road. We'll be touching base with some of our partners in a short while. We're behind time. It's almost time for news. Before we go to news, though, Joseph Tabby, make sure and give you a word of the day. He plans to expand your vocabulary. The word for today is homophone. And this word means each of two or more words having the same pronunciation but different meaning. Again, the word for today is homophone, and it means each of two or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings, origins, or spelling. And an example we have is new. So something new, and you knew something was going to happen. You just bought something new. Yeah, same pronunciation, but totally different meaning or spelling. When you knew something, you knew this thing was going to happen today. Did you know what was going to happen today? Maybe you did. But again, it is a beautiful day in the spice. It's my pleasure being in your company. I'm Janelle. I'll be with you for the morning. We'll be touching base with Joseph, who's on the outside, with Godfrey, who's on the outside. We brought out the whole team for you today. But we take a break right now. It's time for the morning edition of news on television and, of course, Classic Radio. We take a break at this point.
Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Rubis, get going.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Grenadians and businesses have been given further ease in restrictions as amendments were made to the emergency powers regulations. Curfew hours have been adjusted to a later time and will come into effect on Friday, with the curfew hours, which are currently from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m., moving to 12 midnight to 4 a.m. The restriction of movement amendment, which confines citizens to their place of residence, inclusive of their yard space, was the only substantive change to the regulation announced today. In other news, on Thursday, Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin presented medals to 16 police officers and 4 civilians for their acts of heroism. Medals were presented in 2 categories, life-saving and community service. Chrislina John shares with us who the heroes are.
Just over 2 years ago, on September 20th, 2019, Adriel Pursue from Belmont, Carriacou, Jake Edmund and Teron Hazel, a fisherman from the Sister Isle of Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and 2 police officers, DC Kevin Wickham and Harris Collier, performed what was deemed an act of heroism. The young men risked their lives, saving that of 18 passengers from a number 2 commuter bus that had plunged into the sea on the Carnage St. George. Unfortunately, 1 person perished. The young men on the Sister Isle were presented with their civilian medal on Wednesday by Commissioner Edwin Martin. On Thursday, the remaining 16 were awarded by the top cop at a special ceremony at Fort George. Commissioner Martin says when ordinary citizens perform acts that contribute to saving lives, it earns respect, appreciation, and admiration.
I am confident that your actions were never about being honored, but rather about doing the right and honorable thing when the life of another is in imminent danger. This is refreshing when the spontaneous action of many is to use the devices to record and post the incident rather than offer help. Your actions remind me of a quote by Martin Luther King, and I quote, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?"
Mr. Frederick Braffis has no medical experience but performed CPR on the day based on what he learned from watching various shows on television, was also awarded. The civilian medal was also presented to Rian Barry for rescuing a 92-year-old woman from her burning house in Duquesne St. Mark last month.
The greatest high you can get in life is by helping someone. And Mr. Rian Barry is no exception. He displayed bravery and selflessness by risking his life to save the life of Miss George. A heroic deed that will resonate on the minds of all who witness or have knowledge of this relentless pursuit in saving the life of Lewis George, a hero in his own right.
Medals of honor were also bestowed on officers attached to the Grenada Coast Guard for their valiant capture of 5 alleged Tobagonian robbers following the robbery at the Grenada Cooperative Bank branch in Carriacou last month. The Police High Command says the hybrid unit was established on the Sister Isle following the 2019 robbery at the Grenada Union of Teachers Credit Union branch in Carriacou to deter transnational and organized crimes and ensure peace and security on the island. A security gap was still identified.
APF is pleased that not only did this unit effectively fulfill its intended purpose, but that in doing so, it also solved the crime which led to its creation. As you are aware, the subsequent investigations which followed confirmed that one of the individuals who was caught this time around was involved in the 2019 robbery of the credit union. Having post-mortemed the circumstances of the recent incident, we have identified a security gap. And therefore, we will be moving to implement a rapid response unit for the Christmas season on the Sister Isles.
He commended the officers involved in the apprehension of the robbers. Christina John, GBN News.
Government is once more committing to address the issue of high electricity bills. Labour Senator Andre Lewis felt compelled to seek assistance for the people he represents by adding his voice to the issue that directly touches their pockets. Cherry and Blackman Stephen has that story.
Labour representative in the Senate, Andre Lewis, has made a bold call on the government to assist the Grenadian people struggling through these challenging times by cutting the cost of electricity as promised.
That recognizing that whether it is imported or local, there's absolutely no doubt that we have seen a significant increase in the cost of living. We are proposing that one of the ways that can help mitigate that is that now that Grenada has been owned by us locally, that there be a 10 to 15% reduction in the cost of electricity to householders as a means of helping to mitigate the rising cost of living.
Consumers have been clamoring about the increase in their monthly bills, and this was responded to by Finance Minister Gregory Bowen during last week's post-cabinet briefing. He told the media that government is considering alternatives to providing relief to Grenadians that he hopes will be reflected on their electricity bills.
It has to be otherwise. It has to be taxation coming from some other place that we have to take to say, well, Grenada, you charge a smaller price. What is that smaller price? How much will we be giving up? We will be giving up, let's say, $10 million. And so some other tax type must move to help give that reduction in price of electricity.
Infrastructure Minister Nolan Cox, during Thursday's sitting of the Senate, in response to Lewis's appeal, said that government has given its commitment to address the issue.
Those measures have been worked out currently to see what efforts that government can further bring whatever further relief additionally to what is being spent right now through the stimulus support, which is extensive in millions of dollars that is being provided to persons currently. And so we hear the call and we are going to respond. As regards to our commitment in bringing the tariffs for electricity in Grenada down, that is something that we are committed to, and we are going to get that done. We have and always indicated that it is not going to happen overnight. It will take some time.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Can pensions be used to create wealth? Well, financial planners believe this is a viable option as nations look for a way to empower their people economically. In Grenada, the sustainability of pension systems has come under scrutiny amid a long-running battle between government and public officers. GBN's Gerard Joseph captured the thoughts of the newly elected political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Deacon Mitchell, on the issue.
Political leader of the NDC, Deacon Mitchell, says if a society is built upon an economic system that does not support retirement, then that society has predestined its people to poverty at a time when they are most vulnerable. Mitchell says this not only concerns the public service, but the entire country.
We as a nation need to devise ways to ensure that collectively we have a social security system that may involve a mix of a number of things: NIS, government pensions, private pensions, insurance funds, to ensure that our citizens, particularly those who have worked, are in a position to maintain the lifestyle that they have been accustomed to as a result of working.
In July, just a day away from a historic court hearing on pension restoration, hindered by the 1983 Pension Disqualification Act, a march and rally was held to highlight the 38-year-old struggle for the 1958 pension. An end-of-year judgment is now expected by the lawyers representing the public sector unions. NDC's political leader believes in a holistic and systematic review of Grenada's social security and pension systems, while factoring in how pension funds can be used to create wealth.
I've given this example repeatedly. A small European nation called Holland, of which I am now going to be the former honorary consul for Grenada. Their pension funds are used, and the funds are invested wisely in the things that help grow the economy and in the things that help create employment so that more persons can contribute towards those pension funds. We have to ask ourselves questions like, how is the National Insurance Scheme funds invested? Where are they invested?
Noting that since the funds that fuel the National Insurance Scheme come from employment, Mitchell says there should be a clear mandate of reinvesting those pension funds into sectors or entities that create more employment.
Because that is how you will create more revenue to sustain those pension funds. And if we don't do that in a systematic and deliberate manner, we will confine our senior citizens after they've worked so hard to poverty.
The new party leader, however, impresses that NDC has no intention to lie or fool Grenadians and will pursue alternatives if necessary.
The National Democratic Congress will not make promises that it cannot keep. We are not going to stand and say to public servants we will automatically reinstate pension if we do not genuinely believe, based on advice, based on the numbers, that it is sustainable.
Government has stated that it will await the outcome of the court matter and will be guided accordingly. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, the newly elected political leader of the NDC, Deacon Mitchell, is against what some have labeled as a parallel public service. This has been a contentious issue for public sector unions amid concern that workers are placed on contract and are not entitled to benefits that are offered to mainstream public officers. Here's Gerard Joseph once again with that report.
There should be one public service. There should not be a parallel public service running alongside the public service.
This is the response from the newly elected political leader of the NDC, Deacon Mitchell, on his executive and party's stance on contract work within the public service.
You cannot tell me that you care about the persons who you work with if you put them in a position where they are unable to get a mortgage, they are unable to buy a car, because you are giving them deliberately 6-month and 12-month contracts because you do not wish to pay them any benefits, because you do not wish to pay them any pensions.
The Grenada Trade Union Council and the public sector unions have been fighting for the regularization of teachers and end to contract work among public sector workers. The Public Workers Union even now is continuing the battle for the inclusion of contract workers on the union's bargaining unit to receive the 4% increase in salaries. NDC's leader vehemently condemns such actions, which he believes are not in the best interest of citizens and the country.
That is poverty. That is confining you to a life of poverty. Second, a state will degenerate and will become a failed state if the government is unable to deliver the services that it is expected to deliver to its citizens. And therefore, you must have a public service that is motivated, trained, and resourced to do its job as a public service. If you systematically go about destroying the public service, you are systematically going about destroying your nation. That's the reality.
Mitchell, who was elected during Sunday's convention, says the stance taken will be the same if NDC is elected into office.
And so, there cannot be two public services operating. One on quote-unquote contract and another public service. There could only be one public service. And I think in my response you will get what my answer is. That is something that will end once the National Democratic Congress forms an institution.
I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Two senators used the upper house to call for students to return to the classroom as the Senate approved the extension of Grenada's state of emergency. Minister of State with responsibility for the National Disaster Management Agency, Winston Garraway, cites stress and suicide as part of his reason for making the call. Cherian Blackman-Stephen has the details.
Minister of State with responsibility for the National Disaster Management Agency, Winston Garraway, is appealing to the Grenadian people to take the COVID-19 vaccine, even if it is only in the interest of school students. The nation's children have been engaged in online classes over the past 8 weeks of the school term due to the increase of COVID-19. A 2-week phased approach commenced on Monday for students who were not engaged in online learning, while the other students continued their education online. In his contribution to the Senate on Thursday, Garraway said that he believes the students need to return to the classrooms as online learning is a bit stressful for many students.
It has been a very challenging period for our students. And if it means a greater uptake in the vaccination will ease this challenge, I want to call on one and all in the country. Let's do it for them. Let's do it for them so they can go back into the classroom to the face-to-face learning.
Garraway spoke to the issue of suicide among students.
We've had a couple of suicides from top students. And you question, is it just a challenge of the virtual classes and these pressures that they have to go through? The jury is still out on it. I have some information on one of the cases.
Opposition Senator Tessa Alexander Sincere also supported the call for students to return to the classroom.
Even if the teachers are making the call and encouraging fellow students to encourage their peers to engage, in some cases it's just not possible. There is a group chat that I'm in and a parent was saying, well, I have one device and I go to work with my device, so the student cannot engage. So again, Mr. President, I am asking for serious consideration to be given to returning to face-to-face.
The senators were debating on the state of emergency extension. The extension was already approved in the lower house on Tuesday, and if passed in the Senate, May 1st, 2022 will be the new date for the state of emergency for Grenada to end. November 20th is the present deadline under the resolution passed on May 21st. Government said the extension is pivotal to ensuring citizens are protected against COVID-19. Cherian Blackman-Stephen, GBN News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has reiterated his call for leaders to be more vocal in encouraging Grenadians to get vaccinated and protect themselves against COVID-19. Noting that there continues to be a significant level of vaccine hesitancy, Prime Minister Mitchell said, unfortunately, a lot of people are guided by misinformation. This week, the Prime Minister continued his series of engagements with Grenadians employed in the debushing program, commending those who have already been vaccinated and encouraging those who have not. Dr. Mitchell believes vaccination provides the best option for the country to return to a normal life, as normal as possible. Discussions are ongoing about whether school-aged children in Grenada should get vaccinated. The Ministry of Education marshaled a phased reopening of schools for face-to-face learning on Monday, but says a full-scale return must involve a discussion about vaccinations. Not only is Grenada struggling with the decision. In tonight's GBN Health, we take a look at initial approaches in the United States.
7-year-old Gael Correas on Wednesday became one of the first kids under age 11 to be vaccinated against COVID-19 as the U.S. began inoculating children aged 5 to 11 one day after the CDC recommended the Pfizer-BioNTech shot for broad use in that group, opening up eligibility to some 28 million kids. It's a third of the strength of the dose given to adolescents and adults and offers protection from the highly contagious Delta variant. For many, it couldn't come soon enough. Since the start of the pandemic, nearly 2 million kids in the U.S. under age 12 have been diagnosed with COVID, says pediatric emergency doctor Matthew Harris.
8,400 of them have been hospitalized. So there's an urgent need for vaccination.
The Pfizer vaccine is shown to be more than 90% effective at preventing symptomatic infection in children, bringing with it the hope of fewer quarantines or school closures and more normal activities and freedoms.
I think I'll feel maybe stronger now that I have the vaccine, and maybe I get to do more things.
That's a relief for New Jersey mom Jojo Doble, whose 2 young children have not seen their grandfather, who was immunocompromised, for 2 years.
It'll make life that much easier to be able to take the kids places, to not feel so worried about, do we have a mask, do we not have a mask? Can we be around these friends and their kids? Can we be around my parents? Can we be around our neighbors? And not all have to stand outside around a fire pit or with, several layers on now that it's getting cold.
Still, it remains unclear how many parents will jump at the chance. Even many who have been vaccinated themselves are more divided over whether to vaccinate their own younger children, given that severe COVID is much less common for them. Dr. Harris empathizes, but calls Pfizer's research impressive.
I am a parent of school-age children, of 7-year-old twins, and I recognize that this is a difficult choice for parents to make. But for me, the calculus is simple. This is the easiest way I can keep my kids safe.
California has mandated school-age children get vaccinated once their age group is eligible, a measure being considered in New York and Washington State.
And now let's take a peek through the GBN iSaw lens.
Tonight's submission features an interestingly shaped yam. Yams are a type of tuber vegetable that originated in Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean. They have a distinct brown bark-like exterior, and the flesh can be white, yellow, purple, or pink depending on the maturity of the yam. These tubers are highly nutritious, versatile, and may benefit your health in many ways. Our citizen journalist says we can see all sorts of human shapes in nature, and this yam resembles parts of the human body. Can you guess which parts of the body it depicts? Share your thoughts with us on our social media platforms. We thank our iSaw reporter for this captivating submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Life's moving moments don't always work as planned. That emotional hug during the graduation ceremony, sudden sightings of old schoolmates during a shopping trip, things can go a little off track quickly. With 15-way voice and video calls, group chats with up to 1,000 persons, and free messaging, Bib helps you share the happiness and be prepared whenever life hits. Keep the good times going. Share it on Bib. Bib, more than just a messaging app. Download Bib today.
Introducing Color by Sissons. Color by Sissons. Color by Sissons. Color by Seasons.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always act when let you come first. Save energy, save a dime. We choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always act when let you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always act when let you come first.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
This the season, Grenada, and all the action is happening on GBN. It's a mid-morning show like no other, with shopping deals, giveaways, karaoke fun, Christmas recipes, and a whole lot more. This the season for caring, sharing, and reaching out to those in need. This the season. Weekdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on GBN Television, Classic Radio, and GBN's Facebook and YouTube pages. Promotion runs from November 8th to December 31st. Stay tuned to this station for more info.
Tis the Season is made possible by Ace Hardware, Kittens Healthcare, Grenada Tourism Authority, The Country Cold Store, and Sissons Paints.
COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a new coronavirus introduced to humans for the first time. It is spread from person to person, mainly through the droplets produced when an infected person speaks, coughs, or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby. These droplets are too heavy to travel far in the air. They only travel approximately 1 meter and quickly settle on surfaces. This is the reason person-to-person spread is happening mainly between close contacts. The exact time that the virus can survive on surfaces is not yet known. So it is wise to clean surfaces regularly, particularly in the vicinity of people infected with COVID-19. Hands touch many surfaces, which can be contaminated with the virus. You should therefore avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth, since contaminated hands can transfer the virus from the surface to yourself. When coughing or sneezing, cover your mouth and nose with the bend of your elbow or use a disposable tissue. If a tissue is used, discard it immediately into a closed bin. The most effective way to prevent the spread of the new coronavirus is to clean your hands frequently with an alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. This will eliminate the virus if it is on your hands. Stay healthy and prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is 16 minutes gone past 7 o'clock, folks. The time is just flying a little too fast for me this morning. You're seeing a very handsome gentleman to my right. His name is Andrew Hitz-Phillip, no stranger to the GBN. We'll be chatting with him in a short while. But before we do, we want to head down to the south of the island where JC is at location for the launch of Tis the Season. JC, good morning.
Well, good morning, Jan, and good morning to all the listeners and viewers. I must say, Jan, I like when you refer to me in my full name. When you said that handsome guy, you should have seen the smiles on my face. You should have seen the smiles on my face. But I'm happy when you do that. Continue sharing the love and the joy for the season. But guess
JC,
what?
we're hearing you, but we're not seeing you, man. What's going on with you down there?
Well, I don't know. Well, you and Mike.
Are you touching the spirits very early? I mean, I know I've been encouraging the spirits of the season, but I find it's a little too early for you. It's just 17 minutes gone past 7. Why we can't see you?
But Jan, as you can well appreciate, I have to sanitize, so I must use spirits. Yeah. If that's the spirit
that's the only spirit you're playing with.
That's the only spirit I'm playing with, and just the spirit of the season. Maybe the spirit of the season is really, really strong, and it's overcoming me. But folks, we're down here at Ace on the Maurice Bishop Highway, and it is in fact beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I mean, at Ace, Jan, you know how they do it. Set for, it's a bit COVID has its effect, but the prices is always ideal. And Jan, all that's they're waiting for now is to either yourself or both of you, that's yourself and Andrew, to make your way down here and see what it is you're looking for.
You're starting to get me excited. Do you know what the specials for the season will be just yet?
Well, the specials of the season, I can't speak to that directly, but the gentleman who can give you all that information, he's coming to join me in a bit. But certainly, Jan, down here is almost the perfect place to find that ideal gift, whether it's for household, whether it's not hardware, you're looking for appliances, that is. You're looking just for a nice light wine for Andrew, a Moscato or something. He has an appreciation for the finer things of life, Or maybe you're looking for something a little bit high-end. But I always thought a guy like you, Andrew, has an appreciation for the finer things of life.
Of course.
Unless I got it wrong all my life.
And Andrew is saying, of course.
I got it wrong all my life.
Joe, I want to give you about a minute, to gather yourself and probably Mr. Bain Francis. The folks on TV, they can't see you, folks, and there is a lot to see. Ace is always the place to start the season right. There's a lot to see on location. So we're going to give Joseph a few minutes to get the video connected. And Joseph, we will join you again. Is that Mr. Francis? I see coming to you now.
Well, I don't know, but you see Mr. Francis?
I saw somebody in a red shirt. I got excited. I thought it was Santa for a minute, but then the person went out of the frame.
Well, there is a gentleman that does reach a bit. He's a bit closer to me now. His name tag says Tehran at Ace. If he's Santa, then Jan, the answer to your question is a resounding. You will have to consider a secondary option. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think the folks on TV can't see you just yet. So let me just give you 2 minutes to get that sorted, and we will connect with you again in a short while. I'll talk to Andrew in the meantime. Yes, folks. We'll get to Joseph and the team down at Ace Hardware in a short while. But in the meantime, I have in studio with me I have a lot of men with me this morning. I have Andrew to my right, to my left. I have graphics. But I mean, last week I listened to Godfrey talking about respect and manners. It's 7:20, and up to now, graphics and time good morning for the day yet. What really going on in Papa God? Graphics, good morning. Graphics.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm great.
How are things over on Hot? Everybody tell me you just blaze up the airwaves when the graphics are the baddest DJ in the business,
Of course. Long time, not just now.
Graphics all is well?
Yes, all is well for now.
You put your fruits to soak for the season yet?
Everything's soaking already. Everything's soaking. I just waited for the whole crew to come and just pass when Christmas Day.
Andrew, you believe in this everything soaking thing?
Of course. Hold on. What?
That's what I know. Eh? Graphics tell me everything soaking. If ham soaking this early, something wrong. No. The only thing that should be soaking this early is fruits. If everything is soaking, we have a problem.
I thought I was talking about fruits. That's why when I say, if I believe in everything soaking, then I realize, there are other things that could be soaked.
Graphics say everything soaking early.
Yeah.
Graphics is is the songman for the season. All music. I don't even try to compete with graphics. I was telling somebody me and graphics on this morning, and they were saying, do the little song clash. I said, me, Papa? I stayed in my lane. I don't like to get licks, especially publicly. It would not happen.
Let's try. It's gonna be nice.
We're gonna try a little later, about 8:30.
Yeah.
But graphics, I'm gonna link with you again in a short while. Let's just talk with Andrew. Andrew, I understand, is in charge of a big project for creatives that is going to be happening pretty soon. So we're going to get some more information on that. Graphics, we link again in a short while. So, Andrew, talk to us.
Yes, good morning. So for us to have that conversation properly, we have to let my cousin in, Andre.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So he can give a lot more details on it. But if I can just give you an overview of what's going to be happening, it's going to be a workshop series that runs from the 15th to the 26th, and is going to be done virtually by a company from Trinidad called Aegis Business Solutions.
Okay.
Right? And the aim is to target small businesses, micro and small business enterprises, and the entire workshop is going to be surrounding, the development of these industries, especially with the creatives. Okay. So, we have a lot of creative people within, whether it's the arts or, hairdressing, barbershops, a lot of small companies, carpentry, joinery, etc., etc., etc. So what they're hoping to do, due to the fact that these industries play such a great role in our economy, is give these creatives tools and information that can help them, grow and sustain their businesses. Mm-hmm. Whether it's things like your Excel or, budgeting or understanding finance, how to deal with your taxes, how to contract, and employ workers, whether it's specialists to do things like your accounting, etc., etc. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a really, very, very, very deep dived and informative, workshop series. Mm-hmm. And it's going to happen, like I said, over the course of several days from the 15th to the 26th. And it's going to be done virtually. The opening is on the 15th. And as soon as we get my cousin in, he'll be able to give you a lot more details because, he works with Aegis Business Solutions. Okay. But, to me, it's very exciting information because at the end of the day, for creatives, there's a lot that we don't know when it comes to the business side. Right. We tend to be very creative, very talented.
Right.
And we may get by, we may be able to pay the bills at the end of the month and continue to work like that. But in terms of growing and scaling a company from the entrepreneurs, from the very first investment of capital into something bigger that could eventually become, maybe like a Ramdani or an Ace, right. So to be able to get that growth, you need not just the human resources, but you need the information and the knowledge. And the knowledge can come from this workshop that can then lead you to get the human resources you need to grow and scale your business.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense. And I think it's needed now more than ever because I say the pandemic has shown us so many opportunities.
So many.
Things we thought were never possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible now. Before we get to your cousin, though, I know Joseph is on a tight schedule down at the south, so we'll try back again for Joe.
Yeah.
And see if we could get that segment underway before we get to your cousin Joe. Joseph, you're live on national radio. Are you ready for us?
Facebook, through Facebook.
Joseph. Okay, so Joseph doesn't seem to be ready for us just yet. Joseph, are you ready for us now? Okay, I think. Joseph, are you ready for us now? I don't think he's hearing us just yet. Not quite. Folks, we'll take a quick break at this juncture and we'll get back to Joseph again. We take a quick break, very, very short break. It's about a 1-minute break and we'll come back to Joseph.
Said the night wind to the little land.
You have been waiting on it all year.
Do you see what I see?
Now.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative,
Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11, K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you.
Babies well after an emergency or disaster. Infants 6 months and older need clean, safe, complementary foods along with breast milk to meet their nutrient needs. Continue to breastfeed while gradually introducing foods one at a time from various food groups. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
Exactly 7:30. I hope if you have to get to work for 8, you're halfway there, at least on the road to make it in for 8. If you're going for a little bit later and you have some time. I'm Janelle, holding it in studio for JC. I have with me Mr. Andrew Hitz Phillip, who is keeping me company. Graphics is on the other side. And folks, we thought it was a technical issue, but apparently Joseph went shopping. Joseph is down at Ace Hardware in Grandans on Maurice Bishop Highway, and Joseph abandoned duties and went shopping. Good morning again, Joseph.
Well, good morning, Jan. Good morning to my brother from another mother, Andrew. What's going on, comrade?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. I do apologize for that. I often try to contain myself, but I'm here, and I got in. I hear the Christmas music in the atmosphere. And while it's early days today, I start thinking, you know what? I'm in the right place to decide quite early what is it I need to ensure that I feel the spirit of the season. So again, I do apologize. Actually, I don't even want to apologize. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I agree with you. When you see the deals, you grab them.
When you see the deals, what do you do but grab them? So, talking about deals, though, Jan, I mean, what I was able to experience is nothing compared to what Tyrone is about to really unveil on you. The man has the information. He's like an encyclopedia. I didn't remember that Ace had their own encyclopedia when it comes to information. Tyrone, we're here. It only feels as though it was yesterday we did this. It was sometime last year. Tell me, set the stage, the tone. What's the expectation like for Ace? as we move into the holiday seasons.
Morning to you, Carol. Morning to the viewers of the morning show. Morning to Grenada, Carriacou, PT Martinique, and the wider world. As you know, GBN reaches everywhere. At ACE, we are preparing for Christmas. We have the Christmas music playing. We have the wines, the appliances. At the back, we start setting up our Christmas Wonderline. We have all the specials. Despite the gloom of COVID-19, we intend to bring the full joy of Christmas to the homes. You know, that's the time of the year when everybody looks to get that home at its best. You know, the best paints on the wall, the best appliances, the best look. And we don't know what the situation will be like for Christmas, if we will be able to go out or not, but we will know that we have people homes looking good and feeling good for this Christmas.
What we can say that, in fact, you at Ace down here, and you on the Maurice Bishop Highway, you offer a one-stop shop, because on the other side they come at this one location and it's all taken care of.
Yes, you get everything here. You get all the paints you need, and we have various brands of paint, so you can choose. We have paints that you can paint your house and sleep in it the same night. No scent. Yeah, we have everything you need. We have automotive. You want vacuum cleaners. You want appliances for the kitchen, for the home, tools to do that. We have the gardening tools. You want to cut that yard and get it looking good, all the weed eaters, all the appliances, and you know how we do it at Ace Hardware. We have specials. We have discounts too wide, and plus we have selective discounts at unbelievable rates in the store. So at Ace, you know, when you come here for Christmas, we will be unveiling our Christmas promotion in the next week or so. But I could hint you one or two things that are coming.
Come on, you can't hold on me.
Yeah.
Well, the internet is at its best this morning. I don't know what is going on. Is it the rain? It's raining?
It goes off in the morning.
I didn't realize.
Everything you need, you'll get it here at Ace Hardware. We have huge promotions coming.
Indeed, it's huge promotions at Ace Hardware. But here's one though, Tiran. I want to get Janelle a really special gift. She's not the regular kind of girl, you know? So I need to get her. What do you think I can get Janelle? Yeah?
For Janelle, I say we have all kind of things. And if you do not know exactly what to get Janelle, we have gift cards. Right. You come, you pay for a gift card at Ace, you give her that gift card, she comes and get the perfect item in the store.
I like the gift cards. You have gift cards, gift cards?
Yes. You put any amount on that gift card. It's a proper gift card. You hand it to her, and she comes at Ace and she shops and just displays that to the cashier and cashes out.
Andrew, Tiran, I really appreciate this. A $1 gift card, Janelle, our problems are fixed. I'm going to get you a couple $1 gift cards. I get you one for Christmas, one for your birthday, one for your anniversary. It only shows, seriously, that you cater for everybody. It doesn't matter where on the economic ladder there. You are.
Yes. We know what time it is right now. It's very hard for people, this COVID-19 pandemic. So right now, we're looking to bring the joy. We're looking to put massive savings and discounts all over the store so persons can come down and shop and get true value for their money.
Well, there you hear the man, Andrew, Jan. What is it you want to know? You ask me, I can tell you. We've literally
I see where this is heading. I'm going to talk to Tiran myself. I see where this is heading. $1 gift certificate. Thank you so much, Joe. You've just made the Christmas season extremely bright. Thank you.
You're welcome any day.
Tiran, good morning.
Show your gift card.
All right.
But by the way, I'm not selling you $1 gift card. Don't worry about that. Your gift card will be much more than that. We're not selling him any $1 gift card.
Hey, that's what I can afford. What's wrong with you? Let me check my pockets. No, actually, I got about...
Oh, let's not disclose that.
I got 85 cents. Jan, I got 85 cents.
Not even the whole dollar. We down to 85 cents. I think I need to wrap up before we get down even lower with you, yes?
Yes. But at the end of the day, as I said, at Ace Hardware, there's something for everyone. There's the tools, there's cleaning products, there's everything you need from the front to the back. Even the people with the automotive vehicles, we have huge 12.5% discount on batteries. You know, automotive batteries, they're pretty pricey, and it's something that we need. So we have discounts in the Napa section, in the paint section, in the lawn and garden section. Throughout the store, we have discounts available for everyone that is looking for anything for their home and family.
Before we wrap up, Chairman, of course, we have to highlight the fact COVID is an ever-present threat. Protocols, sanitization. I can't help but noticing that anybody comes here and says they are now reminded that something is wrong. It is plastered at all ends, sanitized, social distancing. You're making sure that you keep the message alive.
Yes. We take all the necessary precautions. We have the sanitizing, the mask. We have signs all over the store. Our clerks will remind customers to keep your mask on when you come to Ace. Remember, we are following all protocols. Keep safe. Let's have an enjoyable Christmas.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, feel like Christmas. Yeah, but reminding you that everything that you need, you can get it down here at Ace. Do what you have to do.
Thank you so much, Joe, and thank you again, Thea and Francis, down at Ace Hardware, folks. Our time in studios, 23 minutes on to 8. And again, that's one of our partners for 'Tis the Season, which officially kicks off on Monday. We run until the 24th of Christmas. You hear? The 24th of Christmas. The 24th of December, which is Christmas Eve. Christmas in my brain, it's in my vein. 'Tis the Season, folks. I have to tell you, that was one of our partners you saw there this morning. That is Ace Hardware. We have several partners for the season. We want to say good morning and thank you to Grenada Tourism Authority, to the Country Cold Store, to Maggie, who will be flavoring the season, to Gittins Healthcare, which you should see in a short while. Godfrey is down there and he's getting impatient because there is so much to see and he's excited. And Godfrey, we do apologize for keeping you waiting, but we'll be coming to you shortly. And of course, Sisson's Paint, who will be brightening up your world for the season. Thank you so much to all our partners. Of course, you just saw Ace. We will get to see more of them over the course of the next couple weeks and to hear what's going on for the season. And it's all about brightening someone's Christmas. We know it's been a rough year. It's been a tough season. We've all probably experienced death either directly or we know someone who lost someone. So it's a tough season. We're still in the midst of a pandemic. I know the easing of the restrictions is probably having you excited to go out and to mingle. We saw the curfew push back from today, actually, from 9 p.m. to midnight. So it's a couple extra hours you didn't have before to be on the outside, but we encourage you to continue to be safe. Continue with the vaccine. I know you're probably feeling a little complacent. Maybe you think you got through this wave. Maybe I don't need to get the vaccine. No, you still need to. I'm seeing the numbers slowing down. You still need to go out and protect yourself. There are different variants popping up every 2 days. You need it for work. You need it to travel. I'm seeing in the U.S., we just heard in the news this morning that some companies are telling employees you either have it or you get tested every week.
Yeah. That's the best case scenario. There are some companies that mandated it, and it's either you get vaccinated or you look for another job. So it's and COVID-19 is something that we're going to live with for a while. So we have to adapt. For a while. We don't have a choice. We can't try to wait it out. It's not studying us. It's just doing its thing. It's nature.
I keep saying it's thriving.
Exactly.
It's thriving.
Exactly.
So you have to combat. You have to fight. You have to protect yourselves. Continue to wear your masks. Continue to sanitize. Right. We've had Andrew waiting for quite a while. Andrew, we thank you for your patience. But let's get to Andrew. Let's get to Andre now.
Yes. Okay, so let me introduce my cousin Andre, who works with Aegis Business Solutions, and he'll give us a lot more details on the scope and some insight into the depths of the workshop series.
Okay, great.
Andre?
Pleasant good morning, guys, to you and the audience.
Good morning and welcome to Classic and Hot 98.
And GBN TV.
And Facebook and YouTube.
Right. So I'd just like to corroborate a few of the things that Andrew would have said. Aegis Business Solutions is a management consulting company based in Trinidad and Tobago that more or less caters to the business community within the region, right? So we're looking to put on this summit workshop seminar within a week period from the 15th to the 26th. And it's more gauged towards the creative industry and small, medium-sized business enterprises or even micro businesses, right? Within this period, we would be doing a lot of workshops that share a lot of tools and just information that is required or needs to be shared among the creative industry that best helps them, grow their business, reach opportunities, maybe even investments into the future, right? So the workshop starts off on the 16th. It goes from the 16th to the 25th. On the 26th, we will have the summit. The summit will have an array of different speakers, likes of Mr. Kelvin Jacob, CEO of Spice Mass Corporation. Also, Mr. Keith Nurse from St. Lucia, Dr. Keith Nurse from St. Lucia, and an array of different speakers from Trinidad, from Jamaica, who are more or less there to share their insights and knowledge with the community at large within the Caribbean. I think one of the reasons Aegis is so passionate about doing this summit is because we see so much value and viability within the industry. There's tremendous, opportunity to assist with the sustainability and growth of the Caribbean economy through the creative industry. It's literally, if I can give a bit of statistic, between 2002 to, I would say, 2018, the industry has grown globally from a mere $2 billion US to approximately $2.5 trillion, right? So there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of growth within the sector. And we want to reach out to as many creatives within the Caribbean region to help them through, this period of growth within their business, share with them as much knowledge and tools as possible so that they can best position themselves.
Andre, tell us about some of the concerns that probably came to you that prompted the need for this seminar.
Okay. So I would say really during the pandemic, we've seen a lot of persons within the micro to small business sectors suffering, right? Especially the artists and the artisans within the Caribbean region. They've more or less had to struggle to find platforms for them to, show their talent and make a earning at the end of the day, make a living at the end of the day. And Aegis is best positioned with a suite of, divisions within the company that touch on basically every area, every sector of business, right? Many industries, regionally, internationally. And we saw that we had a responsibility to share the knowledge that we have that would best position many of these small companies, right? To bridge the gap, so to speak, between the corporate world and the small, medium business enterprises. Even the mom and pops, the businesses, the creative businesses that are run from the homes. And they have something that is scalable, something that can work, something that is attractive to the wider community, but they may not have the tools and means to reach everyone, right? So we've seen a lot of businesses, crying out and asking for help in many ways, even by calling us, for advice and so on. And we thought it best to try and reach the masses, so to speak, with the information that we have at hand.
Okay.
All right, so can we talk value just a little bit? Yeah, just to take it to a more direct approach. The value of the information, like just knowing how to rebound in this particular period, because there is an old adage that goes that wealth normally transfers during times of crisis, like world wars, pandemics, etc., etc. So we're now in a place where the people who are prepared and who have the information, the knowledge, are the ones that are going to be able to get out of the pandemic and thrive tomorrow. So this summit and this workshop series is an opportunity to get that information so that you can strategically place yourself in a position to be able to get out of this pandemic, not just surviving it, but with a running start, so that in years to come you can scale your business and get it to that place that you always wanted it to be. Yeah. Andre, could you just speak a little bit more on some of the topics that the workshops would be focused on, like payroll, etc.?
Sure. So as I mentioned, Aegis has basically a suite of business services that we provide regionally. So there will be workshops focusing on payroll and hiring of staff, and the intricacies of that, even for micro to small enterprises or businesses. There will be workshops focusing on accounting, basic accounting, basic to intermediate Excel use for bookkeeping, and just storing of information. And there would also be workshops pertaining to budgeting, strategic decision making, topics focusing on how to better promote promote your business, how to negotiate your business to persons who may be potential investors, customer service, the intricacies of that, and how you put forward your brand to customers, potential customers. We literally are touching on every possible section of the industry that we can speak on. The seminar itself will be touching on areas like valuation of your company. How do you put value to that and bringing it forth to potential investors? Also looking at things, touching on things like property rights, and all of these things, because that is very key and pertinent to the creative industry. And there's a lot of information within that that is not known by many of persons that operate within this industry.
Okay. Talk to us about the cost of the seminar and how can people register?
Okay. So you can register by going on to Aegis's website. That's www.aegistt.com under events, and you'd be able to register with the summit there. The cost of the summit right now is approximately 80 EC, and that's per workshop, 80 EC per workshop. And it's also ATEC for the summit on the last day itself. And right now, by using, we would like to provide a code. So by using the code OFF50, you will get a SOFF50, yes. You'll get a discounted ticket price, which is, I think it lasts up to 12 midnight tonight, for approximately 60 EC.
Okay, so for today alone, folks, if you're listening to the program, right, OFF50 gives you $20 off the course, and you can sign up for as many as you like. How many in total?
Yeah. So in total, we have approximately 13 workshops, and then we have the summit at the end. And each workshop really focuses on an individual topic that spreads across all the areas of business that, the entrepreneurs and these creatives will encounter when trying to scale their business.
So in summary, you can go onto the aegistt.com website, which is www.aigistt.book-tickets. So that would be www.aegistt.com/book-tickets, right? You can register, you can choose which one of the workshops that better suits your needs at this time, and you can, there's a code for today only, expiring at midnight, off 50, that allows you, $20 off the cost to register for that workshop. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody listening out there, I know, it's sometimes it's kind of difficult to invest in these things, but this is information that is going to get you a lot in the long run, as well as the networking opportunities, because the people that are going to be within, this series of workshops are people who have vast knowledge, and not just knowledge, but vast networks of their own that you may be able to capitalize on. Mm-hmm. Who knows, within the summit on the last day, where there's that opportunity to interact, right? You may be able to have a discussion with someone who might know some investors that's willing to invest in your business, right? And there's another thing that I've noticed, like, for example, grant funding. There's grant funding around in a lot of different places for these small businesses and a lot of small business creatives, and people just aren't aware.
Sometimes they don't know how to access it.
And sometimes you don't know how to access it. And sometimes you may, the way you operate your business kind of keeps you from getting some funding. Mm-hmm. For example, you might have a business that brings in, let's say, $150,000 annually, but your books were never done. So you have no way to show that this is what, this is the kind of business I've been doing. So can you invest in my business? You don't have the numbers to show. And this workshop series allows you that information to be able to mitigate that and put these things in place. So in the future, new opportunities come. You can now say, instead of saying, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that, you can now say, hey, here's my books. This is what we do. This is the business we do. This is our turnover. Invest in us. And the conversation is going to be completely different. And I can guarantee you that there's a lot of opportunities out there now more than ever because of the situation we're in. And this opportunity, trust me, is golden. I am definitely going to be participating myself.
You think you might qualify for the discounts? Familial relations. Is it open to everyone in the region? Specific countries you're targeting? Everyone in the region. Everyone. Caribbean. People on the outside beyond the Caribbean can apply as well.
We have speakers from the islands. So St. Lucia, Jamaica, Barbados, Grenada, Trinidad. And we're just open to anyone who is willing to, gain information, network. Andrew touched on networking in his speech there, and it's so key to the industry, right? There's so many opportunities even within the workshops, it's not just about sitting down and being lectured to. We want the workshops to be engaging. We want you to share your experiences. We want you to ask questions. We are there to basically just share what we know, learn from you more, so that we know how best to serve you and bring more of these events to you in nearest futures.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much, Andre, for sharing with us, taking the time. I always appreciate people's time. People sometimes have time and information, and they're stingy with it. When you come through and you share, we appreciate. Thank you so much. And I really want to encourage the small businesses and the creatives to grasp the opportunity being presented. Grasp the code again, OFF50. Give us the website again, Andrew.
All right, so the website, if I can just go back to it here, is www.aegistt.com/book-tickets. If I could spell it out, www.aegistt.com/book-tickets. Okay. So you got
I would just like to share.
And just in case that's a lot of information for you to capture, you can just go to Aegis on any social media platform. That would be at AegisTT. That's at AEGISTT, right? Or if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I also have a link to the website in my bio. Okay. So that's at andrewhitzphillip.com, at ANDREWHITZPHILLIP.
Okay, fantastic. You're going to hear from Andrew some more for the season. He don't know.
As always.
Yeah, he'd be working for us for the season to pay for this interview, but that's okay. You'll hear from him some more. Andrew, I think we cut you off. You were trying to tell us something else.
Yeah, I just wanted to share again the schedule for the entire summit. So it starts on the 15th with the opening. And the workshops will run from the 16th to the 25th. And on the 26th, the last day, that is when we will have the summit itself. And, just look forward to be very engaged with an array of different wonderful individuals who just are passionate about sharing knowledge and information.
Fantastic. Again, thank you so much for sharing, and I'll keep reminding the folks, Andrew, because
of course
it's important. It's important, and it's an opportunity. And I know a lot of them, they've been closed, and they've been trying to find ways to operate from home, and ways to grow the business, take the next step, probably expand into new ventures, and they need a little guidance getting there. So it's important.
And this is part of the telling what makes it so important, right? This exact situation, being in this exact situation, and having all your ducks in a row, as they like to say, having all your documentation, having all your books done, it's easier to rebound than not having any kind of information to go to a bank or an investor and say, okay, this is the business I generally do. We've been closed because of XYZ, but if you give me this investment, if you don't have numbers to show that, then
nobody
it's
is
tough, right?
Probably take you seriously.
Yeah, so I mean, so it's preparing now for the future.
As people paying the NS for the employees and
themselves.
Yeah. Even accessing some of the I think stimulus funding that was available. A lot of people got left because they didn't do the right things. So it's critical. It's critical. It's important. Yeah. Thanks again, Andrew. It's 8:00 on the dot. We normally would wrap at this time, but I need to find my team. I have a feeling they've started taking advantage of some of the specials out there. Somebody tell me Gittins were fully stocked. I know JC. I think I suspect what is happening. We take a quick break while I try to find the team on the outside to see what's going on, folks. But it's 8:00. I hope some of you are on the job, ready to go. If you're not, you're going to be late. I'll talk to your boss about taking a few dollars off of the few hours. Yeah. Anyways, we take a break, folks. We'll be back on Good Morning Grenada. Stay with us.
Are you
looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Wait to see my granddaughter.
And sneezes spread diseases. So cover coughs and sneezes, please. Not with a rag or bandana. They trap germs. When you use the rag again, you put germs on your hands and everything else you touch. When you cough or sneeze, cover your mouth and nose with tissue. Throw the tissue in a bin and wash your hands afterwards. If you don't have a tissue, cough into your sleeve or elbow. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers are also effective in cleaning hands.
That's not how you cross the pedestrian crossing.
Really? One day I just woke up and I saw pedestrian crosswalks on the road. No one really showed me how to use them properly.
Well, this is how it's done. You never cross before doing these things. They might save your life. First, when you get to the crosswalk, you stop. You look left, you look right. If there's a vehicle coming, you put your hand out, making eye contact with the driver, indicating that you want to cross. And only when the vehicle comes to a complete stop, you quickly cross to the other side.
Stop, look, hand out, eye contact. Wait for pedestrian to cross to the other side, then you happily continue on your journey. This message is brought to you by this group of insurance companies, the Traffic Advisory Body, and the Traffic Department.
This the season, Grenada, and all the action is happening on GBN. It's a mid-morning show like no other, with shopping deals, giveaways, karaoke fun, Christmas recipes, and a whole lot more. This the season for caring, sharing, and reaching out to those in need. This the season. Weekdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on GBN Television, Classic Radio, and GBN's Facebook and YouTube pages. Promotion runs from November 8th to December 31st. Stay tuned to this station for more info.
Tis the Season is made possible by Ace Hardware, Gittins Healthcare, Grenada Tourism Authority, The Country Cold Store, and Sissons Paints.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline.
Passionate about getting the BBC News, and I didn't bring it this morning. I am so sorry. I promise I would not do it again. Next time you'd have your BBC News coming your way. But I want to go over to graphics now on Hot 98. Graphics, good morning again. I said I wasn't going to do this, but a little birdie tell me their confidence in my musical skills. So I want to challenge the baddest DJ in GBN, Mr. Graphic Songs, for a Christmas sound off. And let it be known, I'm offering bribes if you vote for me. Yeah, if we win on this side, there's some spirits of the season we can enjoy. All the folks who vote for me, you're invited to come and share in some spirits of the season. Graphics, I ain't fine hearing you.
I'm right here.
You're right here.
Yes, I'm right here.
Baddest DJ in the business.
I'm right here. Tis the season. People is on. Grenada is on. And we launched it today, this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the most...
It's a nice season, huh?
Yeah, it's a nice season. People feeling it already. It's nice.
Okay, Graphics.
Surely it's nice.
So you figure you could mash me up in a song clash?
No, I'll go easy.
You go easy on me?
Yeah.
According to Adele, go easy on me.
I'll take it easy.
Well, I give you're right. Drawing first blood.
Okay, so I'm gonna do one from
hit us.
Right. Time. I love Christmas time. Do you?
Graphics, I love it bad. Hey, look at how the force is looking to work with me. I think the folks in Grenada must be ready for us. I do have to go up against the baddest DJ in the business. Hold on. I going in. They're setting up. They ain't quite ready yet.
Right.
So, folks, remember, we taking bribe. Anybody vote for me, you're getting some spirit. And I'm going straight local. The salty pigtail from Made in Grenada Celebrities.
Right. Nice.
Fellas, I mean, come on, guys. How could I do better than that, man? All of them soak the pork, all of them throw a little bit of water on top of the meat, all of just giving man things soda, all the salt, all of them know that thing no good for man blood pressure. Dexter, where you going on? Dexter, look, I have all the pigtail in the bucket here. Watch, I'm washing it out. I'm washing it out. Watch, what you whiting? There's salt. I'll take out all the salt. Don't worry. White, what the cream? There's salt. Oh, let me try the first water. I'm sure not the first water. I'll put it in the next bucket of water again. Salt. Ooh. Now ready for the grill.
The fat was nice, the fat was sweet. We had no more chicken to eat. Pablo say, boy, what we go do? No more meat for the barbecue. Drinking babash, you must understand. If you hear the conversation, the Leon say we cannot fail. We buy a whole bucket of big deal. Like they want to kill all our we.
Why the folks so salty?
Dexter and Short like they agree.
Why the folks so salty?
Check Bantan and Junior Murray.
Why the folks so salty?
Go by Josh Brands and ask Leslie, he go tell you.
Why the folks so salty?
Oh yo yo, yeah.
Why the folks so salty?
Oh yo yo, yeah.
Why the folks so salty?
Folks, that won't be graphics for. Graphics say, oh no, the ham's soaking. Oh no, the ham's soaking. We're going to take the votes later on. Joseph is live on scene. Joseph is at Gittins Healthcare in Grandance. Joe, good morning again.
Janelle, I'm extremely disappointed that you would refer to me as Joe. I take serious offense to that.
Godfrey, that is you there? Bon J, oh God, I apologize.
The fact that it's Christmas and it's our big launch of Christmas season, I would let this one.
The mask. I keep saying I am not recognizing people with a mask. I humbly apologize.
No, that's all right. But nevertheless, we are at Gittins Drug Mart as we know it. Let me put it locally, of course. But at Gittins this morning, we're launching. We want people to know that look, our Christmas promotion, 'tis the season. Gittins Drug Mart will play a very, very integral role in this promotion. A lot will be happening, and I'm sure many people heard from Joe this morning about some of the wonderful things that take place on the program. So people can look forward to a lot. And of course, here at Gittins Healthcare, we got great stuff. But Jan, before we get into Christmas, we are in a pandemic, and I think it's very important that we highlight a little area here before we get into all the goodies of Christmas. Janelle is with me, of course, as always. And folks, let me let you know that Gittins Healthcare, they've been with us on this promotion as far back as I can remember. So this is very significant. They're one of our wonderful partners, and we're always happy to have them on board. Janelle, good morning, and should I say Merry Christmas already?
You can, Godfrey. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. That it's always wonderful to be in your company. 'Tis the season, as the people say, the things start. Right. We're in the Christmas season. Despite the pandemic, we love Christmas, and we're going to do what we have to do to enjoy ourselves and, get away the stress from all this COVID and all of that.
Right.
But of course, it's also important that we take care of ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we're standing here in front of our supplement section, and we have quite a few of them. The Nature Aid brand, a very, very good brand, tested, tried, and of course, it has worked. So, Janelle, just talk to me a little bit about the Nature Aid brand, and how people can use that to help boost their immune system and take care of themselves to fight COVID before we get into the excitement of Christmas.
Right. So Godfrey, at Gittins, we do our research properly. We make sure that the products that we carry, especially if we want to carry a wide range of products from a particular brand, we always do our research to make sure that that product or that brand is very reputable. And we at Gittins can boast about Nature's Aid. It is an excellent product. They offer a variety of supplements. We have like vitamin C, we have zinc with vitamin C, we have all the oils like the cod liver oils and the omega-3 and all these other supplements. We have our B complex that comes in vitamins in Nature's Aid as well. We have them in tablet form. We have them in forms of drops for persons who cannot take tablets easily, so it's preferred to use the liquid so that they can dissolve quickly. So we have Nature Aid, a wide variety. Vitamin E, vitamin B, magnesium, zinc, name it, Nature Aid. And Gittins is known for always being properly stocked.
Oh, yes, indeed.
And
Definitely.
even if, for whatever reason, someone in particular is not a fan of Nature's Aid, we have other brands. We started bringing the Proton Pride, which is a very common known brand. We have Proton Pride here, and we carry most of the supplements in that as well. We also do Value Pack, and you would come and you would see Value Pack, and perhaps you would wonder, okay, why Value Pack is a little more cheaper than the Nature's Aid. But we try to accommodate everyone, you know, so even if someone would comfortably pick up a Nature Aid vitamin C for $30-something, you can get a Value Pack containing the same amount, same milligrams for $6.00.
Right.
So we try to meet our customers everywhere, but Gittins is known, and exclusively we offer Nature's Aid. And remember, it's not only at Brandon's branch, but we have it at other two locations, which is Grenville and Gore. Yeah.
So, no, thank you so very much. So, folks, now that we've just put that into perspective for you, there's no reason why you should not be taking care of yourself for Christmas, because you don't want to be sick at Christmas time. You want to enjoy all the beautiful things of Christmas. So be sure to get your supplements. Be sure to get everything you need to keep you happy. So now that I would like to say, now that we've taken care of some of the, how you call it again, the homework, the whatever it is, let us get into the excitement. Christmas.
Right. But Godfrey, just a little before we get into the excitement, we need persons to know, not because we just came from the uproar of COVID and what's been going on within our country in the last 6 weeks, but it is important to take your supplements because
Well, I think we've just lost connection there with the team in Grandance. We're going to try to connect with them again in a short while. Graphics, you still there with me?
Yes, I'm here.
You're still there with me.
I'm right here.
I want to take a quick break. Let's try to reconnect with the team, folks. It's just about 21 minutes gone past 8 o'clock. Just give us a minute to reconnect with the team. We take a quick break. We'll be back on the buzz. In the meantime, and I'm so not playing fair graphics. I'm leaving them to enjoy the salty pigtail again. Yeah, you're going to enjoy the salty pigtail again, so you can get prepared to vote for me when I come back.
All right.
A little later on.
All right. Nice.
Grenada's chief medical officer has ordered that all confirmed positive COVID-19 individuals, their contacts, and members of their household must remain in quarantine or isolation for 14 days. Anyone who fails to comply with this order will be in breach of the Public Health COVID-19 Regulations 2020 and is guilty of an offense.
With our team again, Godfrey.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. I was seeing so much you didn't realize we went down for a couple minutes, but we're back up, and you were just about to tell us. We got into the sanitization and safety for the season. You were just about to get into the Christmas goodies, and we lost you. I said that had to be the Grinch trying to stop things, but it won't happen.
No, not at all, because I'm the original Grinch. You know? Actually, original meaning, I'm just one notch below, my good friend Joe. There was no Grinch in the room.
No. He has the title. He just bought me an 85 cents gift certificate for Christmas. You can't get Grinchier than that.
I know. What he didn't tell you was the 85 cents was TT. But nevertheless, folks, we had Gittins Healthcare. And Christmas is usually a big thing here. And of course, throughout our promotion, this season, you'll be hearing a lot about it. And of course, Tinel is with me, and Tinel is all excited. Now, folks, let me tell you a little secret. I don't want Tinel here, but I just took a peek in one of the rooms at the back there, and there are loads of decorations and all kind of wonderful things. And let me tell you something. Half of the stuff ain't get here yet. This is going to be arriving on the weekend. So my next week, when you come in here, as we get into the heat of the program, listen, Gittins Healthcare Grandlands will be transformed, as Joe would say, into a Christmas wonderland. You know, I'm using some of his phrases, you understand, because you know the guy's a popular fella. You know what I mean? Bloody. But anyway, Tinel, just tell us briefly about some of the great things that will be happening here for Christmas.
Right. So I would have said earlier, we will be catering for everyone with our gift items. My boss would have spent hours trying to properly and carefully and select all the items that we know our customers would be looking forward to. So for the men, we cater everything for them. They have their perfumes, they have their gift sets. The women are covered, the grandparents are covered, the kids especially, all the teenagers, we have you locked down. So I can say within another week or so, come into our store, see what it have, communicate with the girls, the cashier, put in your suggestion. We'll try to see if we can meet you halfway or at least where you want us to meet you. But it is very exciting this year for us, even if we're in a pandemic. It has been very difficult to source goods from the outside, but we have placed emphasis on that this year because we want the kids and we want everyone to have a good Christmas.
Right, wonderful. And folks, let me tell you this, they do have something exciting that will be unrolling, but you know, I have to step on my brake a little bit because next week you'll be hearing a lot more all about what's going to be.
The customers been asking for a very long time.
No, folks, I know what it is, but I can't say I'm sworn to secrecy. So I'm going to leave it, let the excitement build a little bit. And of course, all of this excitement. Now, folks, you won't find that anywhere else except on Tis the Season. And guess what? Making that possible, Gittins Healthcare. And we have a number of other supporting partners who are great. So that promotion, folks, is one of our best promotions ever. You know what I find about, what I know, every year we do these promotions, it just keeps getting better and better. And don't forget, folks, Yuletide Sunday begins on the 14th. That's another big thing. As a matter of fact, that's the biggest thing because, you know, your boy hosting that. All right. So, folks, we don't have a lot of time. Janelle, we continue to see all the beautiful cosmetics, hair care brands, facial care, baby care, you name it, everything.
For the men who are into their beards and stuff, we have a wide line of stuff to maintain, to keep moisturized, to wash, to condition your bed, to keep it nice and shiny just the way you want to groom it just how you want to. So come into Gittins and check out all the wide variety of stuff we have.
Wonderful. So folks, as I told you, as we unfold Tis the Season over the next couple of weeks, you'll be hearing more and more about what's happening here. So, hey, you can look forward to that. You're going to get to win gifts. You're going to get to be part of different competitions. You're going to hear great music, excitement, fun, you name it, is going to be happening on Tis the Season. It's a season for joy. you know. So, hey, no better place to have it. So, folks, we're going to leave you now. Janelle, thank you so very much. It was a pleasure. And I'm looking forward to doing this every week until Christmas.
Absolutely. Not forgetting our 3 stores.
No, of course not, because you see, I didn't mention a lot about it because I want to do these things individually because there's so much, you know. So, folks, once again, thank you very much. It is Friday. Have a wonderful day and enjoy the weekend ahead. All right. Until then, see you then. All the best.
Thank you so much, Godfrey, folks. It is 29 minutes after 8. We've gone way over time this morning, but it was important to connect with some of our partners for this season. We officially start 10 a.m. on Monday, the 8th of November. We just wanted to give you a preview of what the season will bring, and it's shaping up to be an exciting one. Like we say, we've had a tough year. We've had cabin fever, and you know, it's been a lot. This is the time we appreciate the season. We're going to end it on a high note and start 2021 on a positive note. It's a season for opportunity. It's a season for growth, a season for forgiveness, a season for healing. It's a season for giving back. It's a season for enjoying family and friends. Tis the season, folks. Officially launched today, but the action kicks off on Monday on all GBN platforms. You can find us on social media, on Facebook, on YouTube, GBN TV, Hot 98, Classic Radio. We've got you covered for the season. We want to thank our partners so far: Grenada Tourism Authority, Ace Hardware, the Country Cold Store, Maggie, Gittins Healthcare, and Sisson's Paint. And we look forward to having an awesome season with you. We say goodbye to those of you on television and on social media now. We should be back for 9 o'clock at the top of the hour. It's an open line to the point right here on Classic Radio. Follow us on radio though, folks. I have some unfinished business with graphics to take care of. But we say goodbye to our television viewers and listeners for now. But graphics and I will have it out on radio. And I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Goodbye, folks. Enjoy your Friday. Please continue to be safe. Continue to wear your masks. Continue to sanitize if you're not vaccinated. Get a jab. It's happening every day. You can go to the National Stadium and get yourself sorted. Have a fantastic Friday. This Friday the 5th is the first Friday you get to be out after 9 p.m. At least until 11:59 p.m. You have to be on the inside. Keep safe. I'm Janelle saying bye now.